On the floor for the visiting Atlanta Hawks. At forward, Zachary Rizache. At center, Clint Capella. At guard, Dyson Daniels. At forward, Jalen Johnson. At guard, Trey Young. The head coach of the visiting team is Quinn Snyder. Let's hear it for your San Antonio Spurs! Six-seven, at forward, number 30, Julian. Starting at guard, number 5, Stephon Castle. At forward, number 40, Harrison Barnes. At guard, number 3, Chris Paul. The man in the middle, number 1, Victor Wembanyama.
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And on the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Devin Vassell.
And suddenly, his feel for the three-point shot has left him. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range, not close to what it was earlier. But he's not going to give up on it. He'll try to get it going here tonight.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. Trey Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Rizache in at the small forward position. And for the Spurs, in the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Champagnie in at the small forward. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Paul with the ball, and Capella sends it back. Now Young. Pass to Rizache. That 3 off the mark. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich. Now, I talked with him about the challenges of guarding someone like Trey Young. Coach said, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to be on him. I told our guys, no separation. Of course, this defense will have to be very aggressive if they hope to stop Trey. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Castle. Clock at 6. Wembanyama passes to Champagnie. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Back to Young. Crafty move. Basket good.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And it is dangerous to let him get it going this early.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Now, here is Young. He had 35 points last game out. Top of the key. Wembanyama with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Wembanyama, a screen. A shot by Champagnie, no good.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Capella with the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys. And once again, Coach, this storied San Antonio franchise is on the upswing.
It sure is, Kevin. Look, they've got a Hall of Fame coach and a potential Hall of Fame centerpiece to build a team around. They've got great talent evaluators in the front office. You can't ask for a better recipe for success.
San Antonio making a switch here. Vassell's checked in, and a change for the Hawks. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Rizachet. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Back to Barnes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter kicks to Young. With the drive. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris Paul picks up that one. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
The first free throw is good.
Well, guys, what I love about Young is you cannot break his will. Great mental and emotional toughness.
And so Young nails them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Paul kicks to Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. Paul outside. Just 5 on the clock. Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. Here's the three. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Young up top, covered by Vassell. Now Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. And a wide open look for Capella. No good off the front iron.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And yes, it's good.
Good decision there by Vassell in the two-man game.
.135 left in the first quarter of the game. Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
Here's Paul, following the basket by Trae Young. Here's Castle. Really struggled in the loss against Minnesota. Now, here is Young. Tries from 16. Good on the shot. Young's got 8 points.
Well, that one from mid-range. Young's got a quick release.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Barnes. And no good. Good work defensively by Capella. Here's Daniels. Johnson outside. Young in the corner. They set the pick. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. He's got 10.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Wembanyama against Capella. Wembanyama passes to Paul. Wembanyama, a screen on Hunter. Deflects the pass. Young with the steal. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Hawks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Hawks really take control here.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Spurs trail by 11. The forwards for him, Johnson and Sohan. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Champagnie in at shooting guard. So that's who San Antonio starts the second round. And let's take this chance now to break out the list of the league's leading teams in the steals department. In the third spot, the Hawks.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down one, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart. in addition to being as talented as he was.
Now, here's Johnson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Yeah, but Johnson has a skill for putting power behind his motion and forcing his way to a finish.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Buffkin, covered by Vassell. And here is Hunter. Still yet to score. 5 to shoot. Bogdanovic sets the pick for Rizachet. Connects from three-point range. Rizachet's got the lead up to 14 now for Atlanta. Vassell outside. Johnson right side. Pass to Sohan. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. Sohan's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Sohan with the ball. Working on Hunter. Vassell was screen on Bogdanovic. Here's Champagnie. Rebound Atlanta. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Such a unique player. Jeremy Sohan can score anywhere on the floor. Does great things for his team.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
All right, fans, it's dance camp time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Collins. Barnes comes in for Sohan. Castle's checked in for Keldon Johnson. And Paul's subbed in for Vassell. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Back to Young. Capella with a screen on Paul. Young from outside bangs home the trifecta. Young's got 13.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Here's Champagnie. 11-point game his last outing. Ball finds Barnes. Paul a screen on Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Castle. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Capella. Young outside. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish from Johnson.
Here's Paul, still without a basket. Here's Castle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Barnes.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Young dishes to Capella. Daniels with it, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Here's Rieseshay. In the corner, it's Capella. Paul against Young. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Paul. Drops in the layup for 2. Paul's got his second bucket tonight.
The strength and balance of Paul overcoming some physical defense there.
Atlanta with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Johnson. Good D by Barnes. And Barnes has got the ball here for San Antonio. It's a 14-point game. Paul outside. That one goes in. Paul's got 7.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. With Quinn Snyder, Coach, great offense in the first half. What made it possible?
I think we're executing pretty well, moving them around a little bit with some fakes. And guys are just playing aggressive as much as anything. But if we get a few more stops.
It's been good so far, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
And looking at the Trailblazers matchup, coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the last shot.
Jetstradamus. We're going to have to keep a tally of the predictions by you two. All right, let's get to our featured game where Trae Young has been having himself one heck of a night so far.
There's a toughness to Trae Young. As little as he is, he will tear you up.
Yeah, we talked about the Steph Curry comparisons. Obviously the skill, but also how determined they are, day in and day out.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The front court is Rieseshay and Johnson. Daniels out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Now here's Paul with the shot. And the Spurs scoring again.
Part of the reason Paul's an elite point guard is that jump shot. He'll hurt you with his passing or his shooting.
Johnson surveying the floor. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
first one falls for him. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Spurs trail by 12. Barnes outside. Pass to Castle. Paul outside. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Young, no good. Spurs shooting 43% from the field. Barnes against Johnson. Barnes sets a screen for Paul. Just 5 to shoot for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Young, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and we've come to expect this from Young.
Timeout.
He fills it up in so many different ways.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
It's the Spurs Breaker.
And with this chance, we can show you the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. Those are the season's top shot blocking teams. In the third spot, the Spurs.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Now here's Barnes. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Barnes down low. He's guarded by Johnson. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's Capella missing.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Here's Wembanyama. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Back to Young. Johnson sets the screen for Young. Over Paul. Young, no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Pass to Castle. And it's off from three-point range. The Hawks leading by 11. Young outside. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And there's the drive. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds in the game.
I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
The Spurs have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Champagne, shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Spurs. Zach Collins checked in for Victor Wembanyama, and it's Vassell in for Castle. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Bogdanovich. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Johnson with a screen on Vassell. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Vassell, the pass to Champagny. Goes up from the top of the key. Vassell, no good.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Buffkin, defended by Paul. Hunter against Barnes. Shot clock at 3. Here's Buffkin. The Hawks again can't hit. And Barnes has got the ball here for San Antonio. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
Paul is truly the prototypical point guard. He's got a high IQ, takes care of the ball, and he prioritizes setting up his teammates.
And he can't get the first one. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. He hits the second from the line. There's 1:17 left in the third. Here's Buffkin, defended by Paul. Johnson with a screen on Paul to the inside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And last season, Jalen Johnson saw a huge leap in playing time and his production.
Yeah, look, he was one of the most improved players in this league. You know, came in as a great athlete, but then has really learned how to play the game, how to get to high percentage shots, how to get on the glass, and especially how to defend.
Yeah, his improvement has been off the charts.
Sure has.
San Antonio making a switch here. Wesley's checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Nancy's checked in for Johnson. Now Wesley fires the three. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Johnson.
I love the confidence from Johnson. I want to see him continue taking these types of shots.
Now, here's Hunter. No scoring in this one. Johnson surveying the floor. Steps back and fires. And he hits the jump shot. Johnson's got 7 points in the game. And so it's Atlanta with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The forwards for him, Johnson and Soham. Then it's Collins. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Branham in at the 2 guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Johnson. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks leading by 6. Hunter with it. He's picked up by Collins. Nance, no good. Spurs shooting 40% from the field. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Branham's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for San Antonio. The Hawks shooting for the game at 42%. Okongwu with the screen for Bogdanovic. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Wallace against Vassell. Rebound, Atlanta. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Bogdanovic. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in. And now it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Collins a screen on Nance. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Such an interesting player, isn't he, Coach Jeremy Sohan? He played a lot of point guard during his second season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sohan at the 1. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that experience as a point guard will continue to help his playmaking ability as his career progresses.
And he makes the first.
Watching Jeremy Sohan develop has been so interesting. He's a strong passer and defender, but he's working hard to be a more complete player.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. And so Sohan nails both of them. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Spurs fans, don't leave in the grind, but we got the Spurs Hype Squad.
Zach Collins checked in for San Antonio. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Quinn Snyder's huddle. While the team is up, Coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Now, here is Young. What a terrific move that was. Young's got 21 in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Johnson, the pass to Vassell. Here's Sohan, defended by Young. Wembanyama, a screen. Here's Sohan. Off target with the jump hook.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Oh, Hunter in position. Vassell against Bogdanovic. Vassell, the pass to Sohan. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got rebound number 5 here tonight with the step back. Hunter kicks to Bogdanovic. Hunter with a screen on Collins. Bogdanovic, no luck. Spurs trail by 8. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Collins, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, I've been a little surprised by how many mid-range jump shots they're taking and hitting. But so far, that seems to be the recipe that's working for them.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
And the Spurs with some changes. Barnes, he's checked in for Johnson. Castle comes in for Devin Vassell. And Chris Paul subbed in for Sohan. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Larry Nance. Reza Shea, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Here is Daniels. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics. And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
And the free throw, no good.
Well, Capella shot his fair share of free throws. Not his expertise at this point.
Castle misses.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Young taking his time here. Screen by Capella. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Daniels. The kick out to Young. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Spurs trail by 9. Here's Barnes. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Jalen Johnson.
All the officials are all over that one.
Harrison Barnes. Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Barnes hits them both. Here's Young. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
Your Spurs University. How about another big cheer for them?
Reza Shea wide open. Sinks the triple.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
For 3.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Spurs. Trailing by 10. Here's Wembanyama. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
That's on Clint Capella.
And the enthusiasm and expectations for Wembanyama are off the charts for a rookie. That's a lot of pressure for a young man to deal with.
Gets the first, and that brings them within single digits.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. 1:51 left to play here in the fourth. Young against Paul. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Rizachet. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 5 assists tonight.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Now here's Paul. Here's Wembanyama. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, if Wembanyama is hitting that, I don't know what you do defensively. He has the length to shoot right over the top.
Young pass to Daniels. Screen by Capella. Knocked loose. 6 to shoot. Daniels kicks to Young. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Here's Wembanyama. And the shot is good. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Young passes to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And that one's good. Rizachet.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Here's Young. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Trey, you guys had a look in your eyes tonight, so how satisfying was this win?
I mean, it feels great. It feels great getting a win. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm just here to help my team win, whoever we're playing against, and that's all I care about.
Well, you all certainly did what you had to get this win, man. Congratulations.